Hello everybody, I am the Linkzilla, and welcome back to God of War Chains of Olympus. When we last left off, Persephone and her ego just had to get in the way and reveal to Kratos that she is the mastermind behind Atlas being freed, Helios falling from the sky, and the world being destroyed. And so now, Kratos has to do the one thing that he knows that he can't do in this situation. He has to spurn his own beloved daughter and embrace the monster he truly is. And this is one of the most poignant and beautiful moments in the God of War franchise, because Kratos is basically acting to save all of mankind, but he's really doing it to save his daughter. But still, he's doing it to save his daughter, basically, but he's still gonna end up saving the entire world and the entire cosmos, so don't make this harder than it needs to be, Calliope. Daddy needs to go to work. Give her one last hug, Kratos.
Father! Father, no!
Deadbeat dad.
Kratos soon realized that what he gained in humanity, he lost in power.
I hope I'm doing the right thing by breaking these people's necks. Yep. If you kill someone in Elysium, they're gone forever, right? Aha! Don't have my shield, but I can still do this. And I don't have, like, all my techniques. I'm basically completely depowered. I'm pretty sure that Kratos hasn't actually been completely nerfed in a God of War game at the climax since the original. I've regained the ear free. Got the sun shield. Yeah! Who's got my glove? Look at his eyes. This is Kratos being a hero by not being a hero. He's literally sacrificing his own soul to do what needs to be done. Sacrificing his own happiness yet again. I got my glove back. To become the one thing that he truly hates the most. Himself.
At that moment, Kratos knew his destiny was not with Calliope. The fates were never that kind.
And the fates will have their day of reckoning. But don't worry, the idea of being in the fields of Elysium is that you now basically have the memory of a goldfish. You basically are living blissfully unaware that your relatives and loved ones are not with you until they eventually come to join you. One more for the road. Now, let's go take this fight to the bitch queen herself. Alright.
Will make you drink your own blood! Persephone!
Spartan, witness the end.
Wings. She's a Hell's Angel. I just had a thought here. Kratos is here fighting Persephone, who is basically the wife of Hades. She's a god. She's basically a god in and of herself. I mean, don't know who her father is, but I know that Demeter is her mother, so... Basically speaking, is Persephone really the first god that Kratos ever killed? Because if so, I kind of feel like that sort of robs Ares of his important and iconic status in the franchise. But what else is new? God of War's original importance has been diminished ever since the sequels started coming out. Gradually, more and more, Ares just sort of became a footnote.
Go to her. Be with her.
No!
Leave this world behind. Atlas!
What the... I didn't even see the triangle there. What the fuck?
No! Die, Spartan!
At least they finally gave me a
Go
checkpoint.
Be with her. Leave this world behind. Atlas!
Yeah, you're not gonna cheat this time. Now, doesn't this look familiar? I wonder what's gonna happen. Yeah! We bring you Chains of Olympus, the ride.
You will not stop me!
I think I will. Atlas in chains. Have that back.
Oh, Kratos!
Love the music. Oh. Yeah.
Foolish human!
Ooh. Ah. Oh, ow. Get up.
Foolish human!
Ow. Like, in any God of War game, when you hear this music begin to play, you know the situation has gotten serious. Dang it! Will you friggin' use the damn energy ball? How could this fight possibly get any worse? Did she lose any health from that exchange? Come on, give me a circle. Dang it! Come on, Kratos, we can do it. Dang it! Time to die.
You are but a slave to my kind.
Cheap. Enough with spamming the death laser. Now let's try this again, shall we? It's not working.
You are but a slave to my kind.
The sun. was basically avoiding that little area because, like, I thought that it would be hazardous to step on, but it's the sun. A sunspot. Time to use some light to cut through her darkness. Let's see how you like this. Come on, yeah! Do it, Kratos. Finish her off. Yeah! Hades needs a new wife.
Your suffering will never end. Ghost.
It's over already. Getting your money's worth. Atlas. So this game is vaguely supposed to explain how Atlas came to hold the world on his shoulders, even though that's not how it actually goes. He's not holding up the world, he's holding up the sky, but let's face it, who actually knows that in the mainstream media?
Perhaps you believe the Olympians will help you. But I ask, where are your gods now, Kratos? Why do they not come to your aid? I do not need the aid of the gods! But my path is now clear to me. I will serve them! And they will keep their promise to free me from my past! I ask you, Spartan, what good is the promise of an Olympian? It is all I have, Atlas! We will meet again, Spartan. The fates have deemed it. One day, you will regret what you have done here.
He doesn't sound at all like
The
Michael
mighty
Clark
Atlas
Duncan.
was left enchained, cursed to forever hold the world on his shoulders. Greater penance than even Zeus himself had placed on the Titans. The fate of Atlas had been sealed, and the goddess Persephone was no more. Kratos had saved mankind, but that mattered little to him. By forsaking his daughter, he had abandoned the only person he ever cared for. What he had long sought and finally found was now forever lost.
Not forever. Not really.
As the sun chariot rose higher in the sky, and the might of Helios shone once again on the world, Morpheus retreated to the shadows. Kratos gained little satisfaction from his victory. With years of servitude in front of him, he would need to confront his past and fight to reclaim the humanity he lost on the day his dark legend was born.
God of War, Chains of Olympus. Well, so that was God of War, Chains of Olympus. It was quite, ready at dawn. Funny. It was quite a quick, quite a short God of War game, a lot shorter than I'm used to. It seemed like, I gotta say that it seemed pretty straightforward, a lot more straightforward than other God of War games, and a lot of it was kind of tedious, and I kind of wish that things were a bit more fleshed out, but I gotta say I really enjoyed playing it. That's the thing with God of War games, they're just so much fun to play. And I can't wait to start playing the next God of War game, because I'll definitely have to like keep a pattern going. I thought that this was going to take me weeks, just like Kingdom Hearts did, but no, I've got it knocked out within 3 days, so there really is no excuse for me not to continue playing and playing the other games in the God of War franchise. So, Persephone's plan. Any of you guys seen the movie Dogma? It's basically like a parody film that's meant to make fun of like Christianity and whatnot. It's basically the idea of two angels who have been banished to Earth finding a loophole that would allow them to get back into heaven. What they don't realize is that because God has such a huge ego that he defines that the entire universe can only exist if he himself is infallible, if they actually manage to prove him wrong, they destroy the entire universe. Because that's fair. That's how reality works, right? The idea behind it is that these angels don't exactly know what they're doing, but they're actually being manipulated by someone else. A demon who used to be an angel, who fell during like the Fallen, during the original battle with Lucifer and whatnot. So basically, he's so fed up of living in hell that he needed to find a way to completely destroy the universe in order to escape eternal torment. Literally speaking, he'd rather not exist and have nothing exist, to where instead of like returning to live in hell for all eternity. So that's basically what Persephone is doing in this game. She'd rather bring it all down than have to spend eternity where she is. At least she gets like a 5-month reprieve out of every single year. And I mean, when fall and winter, they're some of the longest seasons of the entire year, but they don't necessarily last forever. Anyways, I don't know how I feel about this game, because, I mean, I feel like making Kratos the one to kill Persephone, even though he's using the Gauntlet of Zeus, it feels sort of wrong in a lot of ways, because the whole thing about the first God of War game is basically bringing up the idea of whether or not it's even possible to kill a god. Hell, I think that, like, in a big screen, high-budget movie adaptation, the script should be adjusted slightly to where everyone was saying that Kratos needs to stop and restrain Ares, but it's virtually impossible to kill him, only for Kratos to discover that it is possible to kill him, and he goes all the way through with it. Because then, suddenly it's like, holy crap, a mortal just killed a god. That was supposed to be such a jaw-dropping moment, because gods are supposed to be immortal, even though their own mythology kind of like contradicts that, considering that the Titans are immortal, the Primordials were immortal, but they were clearly able to be killed, so who's to say that the gods aren't just incredibly difficult to kill? They live a long time, but they can be killed, so the idea of Kratos being able to kill Persephone just seems, I don't know, it seems like maybe something else should have happened, that maybe, I don't know, maybe Atlas should have killed her by accident, in memoriam of... Ooh, cutscene.
The dire toll of his relentless battles finally caught up with him as Kratos fell from the chariot to the earth. Was this sacrifice too much for one to bear, even for the man who was known as the Ghost of Sparta?
What happened to the subtitles? Oh! Oh. Hey, this place looks familiar. Are we in Athens?
He has again served us well, Athena.
Helios.
Remarkable man.
He is weak. Shall we help him?
He'll live. They must.
They must? What does that mean? Is that a reference to mankind? How resilient we are? Yep, this is definitely Athens. These are the suicide bluffs, and that's the door to Olympus. This is a very iconic image from Kratos' future. And that will lead us nicely into the events of God of War, the original game. Like I was saying, I think that maybe it should have been Atlas that killed Persephone, if only by accident. So, I guess basically like, or maybe the other gods should have woken up and maybe they should have dealt with her, but the idea of Kratos being able to kill Persephone, a goddess at that point, it just seems kind of premature, and it sort of robs the weight of killing Ares. Because now the only thing, not only does Kratos know that it's possible to kill a god, but so now he fully is aware that he can do it. The only real emotional weight that we have is Kratos' backstory and connection with Ares. But is that really enough? Is that really actually enough to pretty much satiate the audience's sense of how the narrative should go? I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but what definitely ruins it in my mind is the fact that, well, literally speaking, the entire purpose of God of War 1 is to find a weapon that's capable of killing a god. The power to destroy the gods in Pandora's box. And yet, literally speaking, Kratos just proved that the Gauntlet of Zeus has the power to kill gods. I mean, maybe Persephone was also weakened by the power of the sun, but I honestly think that, like, it's the glove that finished it off. Like, the sun, the sun shield basically just allowed her to drop her defenses, so... the challenge of Hades. Bonus play? Let me see what we got here. Burn 50 soldiers with the Ifrit. Kratos in a potato. Spud of war. Kratos in a potato suit. Real men wear skirts. Oh, had to beat the challenge of Hades, huh? What you can't see can hurt you. Beat the game in God mode. Ooh, unlocked God mode. Yes, please. Right. Anyways. There's not really much else to say, but anyways, I'm sort of glad that this story exists because with a little bit of tweaking, it can basically be good without damaging the original game's position, like the other sequels do. But what's really important about this game is that, like, not only did it kind of expose us to Kratos' gentle side by introducing us to Calliope, his daughter, but it also showed how complex a character he is. He wants so badly to be with his family again, and yet he realizes that he has such a huge responsibility on his shoulders. At the end, it didn't even matter about serving the gods at all. He literally said, fuck all to the gods, fuck all to humanity, I want to be with my daughter again. And yet, when he realized that if he chooses to just stand idly by and do nothing, his daughter will be destroyed no matter what, so he knew he couldn't let that happen. Well, anyways, that is all the time that we have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed playing God of War Chains of Olympus with me. I've certainly enjoyed the ride, and honestly didn't think that I would get through it as quickly as I did. But anyways, if you guys like this video, please leave a comment on the comment section below and be sure to like and share it with your friends. If you want to keep up to date on more of the year of God of War coming your way in the future, then just smash that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. It's more like it's the fall of God of War, isn't it? As always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.